All right. So we are recording. Welcome to our first call of April. This call was originally supposed to be last Tuesday, but a bunch of other team calls kind of all hit on the same time. So tonight we are going to be covering some helpful hints and some time-saving tools that we rely on. So we're not going to hopefully have this take a super long time, but there are a few scenarios that as coaches we are all going to run into at some point. And so I wanted to take some time to show you coaches, if you don't already know how to deal with this, how to deal with it. And then we're going to go over, like I said, some time-saving tools and programs as well. So the first thing that we're just going to get right into it tonight. The first thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys, is a program, or I should say a site, that is called, and if you've ever had a one-on-one chat with me before, we have probably gone over this before. It's called the Coach mobile app. And I always encourage people to bookmark this site. When you're talking with a new potential customer, it's always a good idea to make sure they don't already have a coach. You may or may not know this, but whenever someone orders something from Beachbody, it could be off of an infomercial or off of the website, they are automatically assigned a coach with Beachbody, and they may not have any idea that they have a coach. But if they do, and they're talking to you, they're talking to Jennifer Bailey about the 21-day fix and loving it, and they can't wait to join Jennifer's challenge group, and Jennifer sends them to her website to order the 21-day fix challenge pack, and they order it through Jennifer's website, their other coach is going to get the credit for that sale. Their other coach will get the commission, the volume, and the Success Club points, which is why it is always important to make sure that a customer isn't already signed up with another coach. And this beautiful little website right here is what's going to do that for you very quickly. All you need is their email address. So when you come onto this site, I'm already logged in. I can log out. Let's confirm that log out, just so you guys will see how it looks when you first access this site. You'll just enter your coach account info. And this is just as though you were logging into your Team Beachbody Coach Online Office, the exact same login information. So log that in, and then you're always going to click yes, I have permission to enter this enrollee's personal information. So in case, we'll just use my email address as an example.
They do have the mobile app too, if you guys don't want to use the desktop. They have a link where you can download that in the App Store.
Do they? Oh, good to know. I didn't know that they had a good mobile version of this going yet. And if you click Enroll New Customer, this is all you need to do. And this right there is going to say, uh-oh, this person already has a coach. If this screen instead asked you to put in the person's first and last name, then they don't have a coach, and it's good. Continue. If you come to this screen, then you need to have a conversation with that person and find out, are you working with a coach? Because let me be very clear that stealing another coach's customer is deplorable, and it's not something I think is worthwhile. Please don't do that. Don't be that kind of coach. There's no success in stealing customers from another coach. If they are working with another coach and they are happy with that coach, then step back and say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were working with another coach. I respect the relationship between a coach and a client. So just, talk to your coach and have a good day, whatever, wrap it up. But if they may not even realize they have a coach, or they may not have spoken with this coach in years. They may not be working with this coach anymore. They may want to switch to you. And that is very easy to do. But again, we're not stealing customers from another coach, okay? So if they are ready to switch to you and you're not, stepping on anyone's toes, then they need to just simply send an email to Beachbody. And there is now, whoops, that's not what I meant to click on. There is a email form. And this is another one I think you should bookmark. For now, it used to be that you would just email coachrelations@teambeachbody.com. Now you use this form for all emails to Coach Relations. And it's very simple to use. So your customer, you would send this link up here, this faq.beachbody.com. Go away. Can I move this? There we go. /app/ask/LOB/team. You're going to send that link to your customer and just have them fill out this form. So their member type will be Beachbody customer. They'll type in their email address. Their request would fall under account update. This here, product number and order number, you see how there's no little red asterisk under it? They don't need to fill that out. That's not information that's necessary for this type of transaction. Subject can just be coach change. And then their question, all they need to say is, I want to switch my coach to, provide the name, and then provide your coach ID. You should all know your coach ID. That's all they need to do. And then just click send. And within about 30 minutes, that person will be your customer. So that is very good stuff to know. I personally have worked very hard at making sales that other coaches have gotten the credit for because I neglected to make sure that they weren't already assigned another coach. So I can promise you, you will run into this at some point in your coach career, which is why I wanted to cover that first tonight. So once again, those sites are the Coach mobile app, which is coachmobile.teambeachbody.com. And then you're going to use the coach change form, which you can also just find under the FAQs, but faq.beachbody.com/app/ask/LOB/team. All right. Any questions about that? Feel free to unmute yourself if you have a question. All right. The next thing I wanted to cover, where's my little list here? Whitney, what was the next thing I said I was going to cover? I can't find my list.
Hang on, Relock, I got it right here.
Coaching codes. When you are speaking with a customer and they are ready to place an order, I am a huge fan of sending a direct link to what they want to order as opposed to sending them to my website. When you send someone to your website, you're going to give a list of instructions. First, click on this link to go to my website. Then click on the blue button that says shop. Then type in the fitness program you want and then scroll down. Wouldn't it be easier to send them a direct link? So coachingcodes.com was created by a fellow Beachbody coach, and it is wonderful. Bookmark this site, ladies. It's a good one. So coachingcodes.com. We'll wait till it comes up. Must have just updated it. This looks different than last time I was here.
They also, for these, you guys, they do have the mobile apps. The one for Android is BB Links, where you can do coaching codes. And I use coaching codes on the Android.
I use BB Links, and I have an Apple.
That's what I used to use, yeah, until I just switched. And they don't have BB Links on Android, so.
Okay. They're great, though. And it works almost the same as this program. You need to be familiar with your coach ID. So that's the first thing you do is you type in your coach ID here. Your screen name is next. And then just click to update page. And then if we scroll down, every single thing is here on the left. Every type of link you could ever possibly send. And it's all updated with your website information. So the ones that I predominantly use are these right here, the Beachbody Challenge, the Challenge Pack links, fitness program links, nutrition and supplement links, and occasionally the accessory links. But usually the Challenge Pack and the fitness program and the nutrition links are the three that I'm using the most. So for example, if somebody wanted to order the 21-day fix, we're going to go down to the $160 program. Oh, here it is, 21-day fix. But not this one, because that one is in Spanish. So you got to be careful about which one you're selecting.
And this
Let's say 21-day fix challenge pack. We're just going to hover over it, and we're going to right click, hit copy link address. And then if you're, conversing with someone in Facebook, for example, I'm going to go over here to Whitney Keene, who wants to order the 21-day fix challenge pack for me. I'm going to paste that and send it. Now, all she has to do is pull that up, and that's going to take her right to the order screen for the 21-day fix challenge pack.
But remember, make sure they're not linked to a coach, because even though you send them this with your coach ID, that coach will still get credit.
Right. Always check first with coachingcodes.com to make sure that they don't have that coach already. So this would be step 2. Once you know that they're free and clear, then you can send them that link. Another reason I think sending a link is great is that I've talked to a lot of coaches before, who are talking to a customer, and the customer is ready to buy a challenge pack, and then they send them over to their website, and the coach sees just the fitness program next to the challenge pack, and they're like, well, I'm just going to get the fitness program. I'm not going to get the whole challenge pack. So then the coach loses out on that sale too. It's easier to send a link. So coachingcodes.com is a very well kept secret. Not really a secret, but it's good to know. So bookmark that one. That's a good one. Any questions on coaching codes? Or BB links or coaching codes? If you're on your phone, it works just the same. If you're just using like Facebook Messenger, it's just as good on here. No questions? All right, so the next thing was
Buffer.
Thank you. Just pulled it up at the same time you did. A lot of people are worried that they don't have time to run challenge groups. And challenge groups don't have to be time consuming, especially when we have uploaded challenge group guides to the files section of our team page. So all you really have to do is find the people. We give you the daily posts to use. Beachbody gives you the daily posts to use. And now there's another way to where you don't even have to carve out time each day to post those daily posts. There is a phenomenal program called Buffer. There are others out there. I really like Buffer. And what is it, $10 a month, Whitney, for Buffer? And I think your first month is free. So you link your Facebook to Buffer, and then you can auto schedule out every post for that group. I go in real quick. You have to.
Content.
It's been a while since I've done this. What content? Is that where I link a group?
Oh, no. Hit accounts up where the plus sign is.
Thank you. All right. So you go right here, connect a group, and that's going to pull up all of your different Facebook groups, and you're going to select one. And now Buffer knows, all right, this is the group I'm going to be posting to. And it has already selected a time of 10:48. I can go up and change that in schedule and change that to any time I want. But say I want to post something in this particular group at 10:48 a.m. I'm going to click on that, and this is the field where I can copy and paste whatever message it is that I want to share with that group at 10:48 a.m. I can add an image to that post, and then I can click schedule post. I can do that every day. I can do that 10 times a day, every day. There are no limits to how many times you can schedule your posts for your challenge groups, for your accountability groups, for just about anything. When I set a group up now, I come into Buffer and I auto schedule the entire group so that no longer when I'm trying to get the kids ready for school and I'm running around, you know how busy mornings are, am I having to carve out time to sit down at my computer and hurry up and get those posts in first thing in the morning, which is what I always used to do. It was stressful. Every morning I was stressed because there were times I will have, 3 or 4 groups going at one time. I might have a clean eating challenge and a couple challenge groups going and who knows what else. And that's a lot to have to sit down and schedule, sit down and post to every morning. So Buffer has made it where I don't have to do that anymore. Now I check my groups every day. Like I'm still very present in my groups. Don't think of Buffer as a way to not have to be present in these groups. This just auto schedules your posts. It's still important that you're engaging with the people in these groups. And it's still important that you are, posting your own journey as well, talking about your workouts and your own nutrition and things like that. But in terms of like the meat and potatoes of your posts, schedule that stuff out and free up your schedule. It's an amazing time saver. So if you ever, want to try Buffer out, I know I was actually a little confused with it in the beginning, and Whitney was kind enough to kind of walk me through it. That's kind of me though too. I'm like so non-tech savvy. Sometimes I just need someone to hold my hand a little bit, and Whitney did that for me. And I would be happy to do that for you guys if you needed a little extra time to figure. I mean, now I see, like, I don't know what my problem was. I'm like, I'm not sure how I couldn't figure that out on my own, but whatever. I kind of needed a little assistance with this one, but it took her, maybe 10 minutes to kind of show me the ropes of Buffer, and I have been completely hooked ever since. So it can free up a lot of time, and it can make this whole coaching thing seem a lot more doable, along with another wonderful program that I know Whitney and I are both super addicted to right now, and that is called Teamzy. I just want to move this thing. There we go. Teamzy is another way to do your power hour. And I know, you know what, Whitney, you've been using Teamzy for a little longer than I have. Why don't you talk to us about Teamzy? Why don't I stop sharing? And then if you want to take over screen share.
I think I can, yeah. I wasn't prepared for Teamzy, so give me just a second.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you're good.
I've been so sick, I haven't done it for a few days. So I'm like, nobody wants to see my big old honking zeros on there. Let's see somebody who's 100% complete for the day. Heck yeah.
Okay. So Teamzy is pretty awesome. I know Nicole utilizes it. I'm not sure who else is on the team right now, but when you create your Teamzy, you basically upload your Facebook and your Beachbody contacts into this. So it literally has everybody there. You can see the different numbers I'm touching my screen like you guys can see that. Anyways, let me use my mouse instead of my finger. You can see the different numbers, and these are the number ratings that you give people, and that's it puts them in your feed. Somebody who has a 1 isn't going to come up for me to contact as much as somebody who's got a 3 or 4 or even a 5. But every day you get in here and you go to your dashboard, and it will, it's full now, so it's kind of hard to see, but it tells you who you need to talk to. So out of my prospects, these are the people that I'm going to be talking to tomorrow. As far as customers, these are people I'm going to connect with tomorrow. My coaches, which I have coaches on here as well who are coaches on our team because they were brought through on Facebook. So Meg, I won't contact. I need to move her to a 1, but I haven't done that yet. Carrie, I won't contact. Emily, I won't contact. Brandy, I could contact because she's part of my downline. As far as Nikki, but it shows you people to talk to every day. I don't have any follow-up scheduled because I think I did quite a bit of them today. But another thing I like about it is the daily things you can check off. So your social posts, your personal development, your workout, and your shake. And since I've been reusing Teamzy, it shows you like the daily activities down there at the bottom. So it gives yourself a tally of, like keeping up with your daily stuff too. But when somebody, let's pull up Nicole for instance, I don't update these properly like I should be, like my conversations, but Nicole, for instance, like when you go to connect with somebody, I always connect with Nicole, usually on the phone or through Facebook. Let's say I wanted to message her for the day. She's one of my coaches that I need to follow up with. So, I just say something like that and I'm going to log it. I've already talked to her today, and then you just complete it. So you do it right there, but it doesn't send that to Facebook. You have to go to Facebook and do that message yourself, or your email or your phone or whatever. It just gives you a chance to get in here and log where you can then see, like what you've sent in the past and stuff like that. And I don't, like I said, I don't update them as I should. I need to, but it's just a really good way to not let people fall through the cracks when you're adding people, trying to connect with people. In the past 2 weeks that I've been using Teamzy again, see, I did my free trial and then I didn't use it anymore. But I restarted it. In the past 2 weeks that I've used it, that's how I hit Success Club 6 this month, was from 3 people that I talked to that I probably would have never connected with. So it's definitely a good tool to use, especially if you have a hard time organizing contacts, because I still log stuff. I have this too. I still log stuff in a book like every single day. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I still write my invites down. And before Teamzy, it would be like 2 huge pages of people that I would talk to. And it's hard to go back. I mean, it's not hard to go back, but it's easy to lose people to connect with when you're skimping through pages, and you just sign into this tool right here. And this literally tells you exactly who you need to be talking to. So it's a very good tool to use. Did you want to add anything about it, Amy?
Well, I'm sorry, you're not boring me.
Okay. No, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
Well, I guess maybe the only thing that I would add is that Teamzy was created by a fellow Beachbody coach. Mm-hmm. So this is a system that is 100% in line with what we do and with our goals as Beachbody coaches. I mean, he designed this because that's who he is. That's who he wants to help. And I don't think that you could think of a program that could be more perfect for our goals, and our power hour. For those of you who know what the power hour is, that's what this does. This helps us run our power hour, and it makes it easy, and it makes it it takes the guesswork out of your power hour. You don't have to sit here and think like, who should I talk to today?
It really does.
Sit there and like scroll through your contacts. It's doing that for you, and it's doing it smarter because it has you rate your contacts, and then it's going to have you contact those higher rated people first, the people that are going to be most likely to support your business and to support what you're doing. It's a great program. It's free for the first 30 days. It's $30 a month after the first 30 days, but there is a coupon code where we can get it for $25 a month.
I don't know if you guys see this.
For 30 days. What?
I was going to say these two, if you have a hard time trying to figure out what to say to people, he even has like conversations, like copy and paste them if you need to. There's invite dialogues you can use to help. And I know from what I remember him saying, they were working on adding more conversation stuff in here for coaches to utilize if you have a hard time figuring out what to send.
Like, how cool is that? I mean, it does your power hour for you. It really does. It's great. It takes a little bit to set up, but we had a team call with him a couple of weeks ago, and he said something that it really resonated with me. He said, yes, it takes a little time to set this up, but when you move into your dream house, you have to unpack a few boxes. And
Mhm.
that really resonated with me because I was avoiding doing it because of the setup. And I'm like, I don't have time. But when he said it like that, and I'm like, he's absolutely right. You have to unpack a few boxes when you move into your dream house. I'm like, this could really revolutionize my business. And I'm squawking over a couple of hours of setting it up. Like, that's ridiculous. So I invested that time, and I'm so glad that I did.
An awesome tool. So I know we don't have much time left in the meeting, so I want to go over this too tonight. This is the My Challenge Tracker portal. So we have an app now for Beachbody Challenge groups for us coaches to run groups through that app instead of Facebook. I am doing a trial right now. Well, I mean, it's my actual group, but this is my first time having my group out of Facebook. I can just tell you that I like it so much that I deleted and removed my buffer. So I will not be using buffer any longer. But this is the coach portal. When you sign in, I've only got one group going now. I'm getting ready to transition my accountability group over here as well. I want my groups on this because it is a separate app and it keeps all the noise from Facebook away from my group. It's hard for people to get in and post and stay concentrated on posts if they're getting a notification every 3 seconds popping up, on their app or whatever. So I like that this is separate from Facebook. You basically go in and you can do everything that you can do in a Facebook group. These are my people posting, in the group right now, well, from today. But what I like most about this is you can also schedule your posts, just like Buffer. So as you can see, I've got stuff scheduled through tomorrow, but it does it exactly like Buffer. It shows you the participants that you have in your group, and this is really, really, really awesome. So it shows you everybody in here, shows you when they were active. That way, if they haven't been active for a while, you can check in with them. How many workouts they've logged, how many Shakeologies they've logged, how many posts they've done, and it also shows you what program they're doing in the group. So I really like that because it lets you get in and see like how active these people really are being in your group. And like right here, for example, there's absolutely no activity. So I need to catch up with Miss Kitty to make sure everything is going okay. Chris is on vacation. Crystal's on vacation. So just if they're so excited to join and then you don't see them posting anything, you need to follow up with them and see what's going on. When you open up your group, you do have to invite people. So you will get their email addresses. They'll put their name right here and their email address, and you'll add them to a list. You can add everybody at once and then send the email to them. So this is the email that goes like to my people, and then it has a code in there. It also has my email at the bottom with my phone number if they need to reach out to me. But the code is what they use when they get into the app so they can actually join the group. So that's the invite that will go out. And then you can also upload files into the group just as you would a Facebook group. So it's literally just like Facebook. It's just in a completely separate app on your phone. The app is called My Challenge Tracker, I believe. Yeah, My Challenge Tracker, and it's available, on Android and on iPhone. So I highly recommend trying a group on this to get everybody in one spot where they can concentrate fully when they're in your group and test it out. I mean, Beachbody did this for us so we can have more connections with our contacts and the people that we're helping to keep the noise away from Facebook. And not only Facebook, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a lot of people who are not. They're leaving Facebook and they're more on Instagram, or they're working more on Pinterest or whatever. But a lot of people are leaving Facebook too. So this is your chance to get everybody into a group who doesn't have Facebook, because before it was only on Facebook. So I just wanted to go over that because I feel like this is an excellent tool. that they gave us. And not only that, you can get in here and they have all of the guides for the challenge groups on this portal as well. So you don't have to go back and forth. I don't know where they're at off the top of my mind right now, but they have every single guide for you to use to schedule all your posts for your group, so you don't have to go back and forth from the Beachbody website to this portal. So it's basically all in one area. So it's making it easier on you to set your group up and get your posts scheduled. That's all I have on that. But and if you guys do use that and do run a group through there, let us know how you're doing and how it's going for you, because I am curious to see how it's working for other people.
Does anybody have any questions? We've got 2 minutes before the recording is up. Some little messages down here in the chat. What do we got going on? No questions. All right. Well, we wanted to keep it a little shorter tonight, and we did, so that's good. Everybody's good? All right. Of course, if you think of a question after, you can always post it in the coach group, and I will post the recording of this call in the group tomorrow. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I know it's late, and it can be tough to carve out time for these calls. Our next call will be in 2 weeks, so the 26th. Same time, same place. My pen is dead.
Mine is too.
All right, guys. Then we'll
let you guys know the topic when we get that figured out. That way you can post questions if you have them.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas or suggestions for a team call topic, feel free to let us know. And we will be more than happy to oblige and to cover the topics that you guys want us to cover. Okay?
Thank you, everybody. It was good seeing you guys.
Thank you.
Good night, ladies.